This is a HeadGum podcast.
Man, I am loving just walking around this welcome tour environment.
Yeah, I kind of thought it would be a little whack and like maybe I wouldn't like it so much, but it's actually really cool.
Physically being on the surface of a Switch 2, it just feels right. And also, I'm just loving being isometric.
I'm loving that. I haven't really been isometric in a long time, so that this has been very exciting for me.
Hey, do you guys want to take a quiz?
Yeah, let's go over, Matt, this is part of the experience. We go over to
do you want
these
to
little
take
booths
a
and we take a
quiz?
quiz.
Okay, yeah.
Hi.
By the
Hi.
way, I found these glasses, but I'll turn them in later.
No, I'll take them.
Okay,
Thank
there you go.
so much. Hi, welcome to the Switch. Welcome to our quiz area. You know, we have a feature you probably didn't even know the Switch has.
It's got a lot of. I know it's got a touch screen.
Yeah.
I know that.
Learned all
so
about
far.
the touch screen, learned about the mouse functionality.
Absolutely. Do you want to hop right to the quiz?
Let's do it.
Okay. Question 1. Oh, you took a dump on your Switch. What do you use to clean it up? 1, paper towel. 2, dunk it in water. 3, talk nice to it. Or 4, throw it in the trash.
No, hang on. This isn't fair.
I took a dump on it?
Yeah. First of all, we took the dump.
I consciously or accidentally. I don't understand how this would even happen. I didn't do it on purpose.
My main issue so far is that at the other quizzes, there's like 3 to 5 little things to read so you can prepare for the quiz, and there was none for this one. This is a pop quiz.
You can read about it. I've got all the information you need here on a napkin.
Let me see this real quick. Okay.
Here you go.
Okay, so there's a drawing of a realistic drawing of me taking a shit.
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that is very disturbingly realistic.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Which one is it going to be? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I guess I'll do the throw it away because I probably am not going to, I'll just have the association of.
Yeah, I guess if I'm taking a shit on it, I probably don't want it anymore. So
Like,
I'll throw it away.
Maybe I'll sanitize it and sell it to GameStop. I don't think I'm going to want to be playing this hardware anymore.
God, that's horrifying to think of.
Okay.
That there's so many shitted on things that I've bought at GameStop that were cleaned.
Okay, question.
My 3DS had Dookie on it? Shit's nasty.
My Solid Snake amiibo was in somebody's ass?
You guys want to do question 2?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, question 2. Uh-oh. You got drunk and you pissed all over your Switch 2.
All right.
You brought it with you to the doctor's office, and now everybody's looking at you in the waiting room. Number 1, wipe it off with a paper towel. Number 2, put it in the drinking fountain and try and get the piss off of it. 3, throw it away. 4, you tell the doctor, where's my mom?
So this is another how do you clean it up question?
Yeah, another bodily function.
That's the booth you're at.
remember
Each
how-
booth
how
has
to
a theme.
clean it.
Oh, that's what the
right.
theme is.
Yeah, how to
clean
clean
it.
your Switch.
Well, again, I didn't do the research in terms of what I just
He's
went
got
straight
the
to the quiz.
napkin. Do you want to read
I'll
the
unfold
napkin?
it, and here's me taking a piss on it.
Okay, so which
Damn,
one
dude, you're doing all right.
I was going to say, it could have been a little nicer to me.
Which one is it? 1, 2, 3, or 4? There's a line forming.
I don't know. I guess probably my best play here is to ask the doctor about my mom or whatever the fuck, just so they're like, oh, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Best case scenario, at the end of this interaction, I'm in a padded room.
Okay, fine. Question 3. The hardest question. You've been black bagged, and you're in the back of a truck. They bring you to a secure facility. It's probably a yellow site, and then a you're tied to a chair, and the guy's showing you nasty pictures until you shoot your cum all over your
Jesus
swimsuit.
Christ.
Like involuntarily?
It's torture. Nothing that happens in torture is above
So
board.
I'm seeing so many things that are nasty.
These images are so arousing that I am spontaneously, I guess I'm nude in this scenario, orgasming onto my Switch 2 hardware.
How do you clean it up?
I mean, look,
What?
not my first rodeo here. Paper towel. We learn the arcane secrets of Nintendo hardware and purchase $95 worth of accessories as we discuss inexplicably paid interactive manual Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour this week on Get Played.
Welcome to Get Played, your one-stop show for good games, bad games, and every game in between. It's time to get played. I'm your host, Heather Anne Campbell, along with my fellow host, Tiger Wiger.
It's me, Tiger Wiger, along with our third host, Matt Apodaca.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the premier video game podcast, where this week we are talking about Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
That's right, and I feel like Nintendo Switch 2 is just kind of on the brain right now, partly because they had this big Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct that, I don't know, I found pretty, I was pretty enticed by this. I was like, this game's looking good.
Here's what you got to know about me.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a second of this Direct.
Yeah.
They had me from the jump. I didn't need any convincing.
They had you at duh.
New Donkey Kong 3D Donkey Kong game. I've seen all I need to see. I'm good.
The Pauline confirmation was you didn't even need that.
Didn't even need it.
Yeah, you were going in anywhere. I mean, I was too. It just looks like so fun to run around
Yeah.
as Donkey Kong busting shit. But I like the redesigns.
Yes.
I'm on board with those. I like that we seem to have some official clarification that Cranky Kong is in fact the original Donkey Kong.
Yes.
That they were just establishing that as lore, not as fan theory, not as this thing that's implied in the rare games. But it just looks fun as hell to play.
I saw some screen grabs from the Direct. I didn't watch the Direct directly, but I was interested in that there's the theory that it is running on the Breath of the Wild engine. That the landscaping is so similar in design that it must be the same engine, only now you can deform it physically.
The UX seems to weirdly have a little bit of Breath of the Wild to it too, so I could buy that. I mean, you know, these studios reuse engines. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
I'm just excited to have. I just love Donkey Kong.
I love Donkey Kong.
I guess I don't really think about it that much. I love him.
Do you know what studio doesn't reuse engines? Square Enix, when they're making Final Fantasy games, every time they completely rebuild an entirely new engine.
Yeah.
What was 16 on Unreal Engine? Was
Yeah,
that what it was?
16 is finally on Unreal.
Yeah.
But 15 was designed from the ground up.
Right.
And then never used again.
Man, I love 16.
I know you do.
I'm a
sick fuck.
I'm a sicko. Sue me. Oh, sorry. I love Final Fantasy 16.
God, I wonder if...
I will sue your ass.
All right, I'll see you in
Press
court.
charges.
Oh, man. My lawyer's going to love destroying your life. Oh, man. Can't wait till I'm co-hosting Doughboys with Mitch while you're fucking rotting in a jail cell, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
I went to
Why
100.
would you want to be on Doughboy?
Oh, yeah. No, nobody wants that.
I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Final Fantasy 16.
That in an alternate dimension, my game for winning the Switch 2 bet was Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, interesting.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, I think ultimately Mother 3 is the better choice, but boy, oh boy, I love 15.
But I think we would, I mean, I think I've started 15 at some point within the last year.
Great.
Like, just to see what it was like. I think you made the right choice, and I think if you had picked 15, we would have had a bad time,
Look, I think maybe your reaction to the Final Fantasy 15 movie, Kingsglaive, was enough for me to step back from that instinct.
I was trying to pull Kingsglaive, and I almost said Knight's Blade. I knew it was something like that.
Equally
Kingsglaive,
stupid.
I kind of jumped right into video games, but I feel like we should talk about the cheeseburgers we're gonna eat because I'm really excited about it.
I'm sorry that we started the video game show by talking about video games too fast. we didn't derail the show by talking about how we're all excited about the burgers.
To be fair, Nick is in visible physical pain. Look at the way he's sitting. He's
Yes.
like in self-protective mode.
Yes.
Like, we're listener, we're having cheeseburgers after this record.
Hell yeah.
And Nick is really excited about it. He even texted us midday and said, "Can we have cheeseburgers for dinner?"
It's all I've been thinking about.
Yeah,
The
and-
only thing keeping me going through this day is the prospect of cheeseburgers at the end of this record.
That was me today with the Coke Zero. I've been like licking my lips thinking about just chugging a
fuck,
Coke
yeah.
Zero. Nice and cold.
Right.
Oh man. It's been hitting.
We should
It's
mention
nice.
our Ranch is out of town right now. Our buddy, Engineer of the Year, Sam Rogich is here guesting. Sam, where do you stand on a cheeseburger? How do you like a burger?
You guys might not like this, but I get no cheese on my burger.
No cheese on a burger.
cheese.
Yeah.
That's
What?
fair.
Do you have
Biblical.
a melted cheese aversion? What is it?
I'm very picky with cheese, and
Okay.
I think in general I just am not that big of a fan.
Do you like pizza?
Pizza? I can do for some
Okay.
reason. I can get down with mozzarella, and I think I have an aversion to cheese on a burger,
Interesting.
which is weird. And everyone in Chicago that I grew up with thought it was insane.
I don't think it's that weird. I think it's a completely
Yeah.
reasonable way to I used to opt for no cheese on burgers. So
Really?
I would do a double meat from In-N-Out Burger when
Me
I was
too.
younger.
That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah.
Double meat good.
Plain meat and bread?
Well, no, I get all
get
the
the sauce.
fixins on it.
Oh, okay.
You get the sauce on there. You get the veggies.
I do a sacrilegious thing at In-N-Out.
What's that?
What's that?
I don't get the spread.
Whoa.
No spread.
I do yellow mustard. I ask them for
That's
yellow
fine.
mustard instead.
That's fine.
I just like it more.
The
Yeah.
only thing that is a specific need for me at In-N-Out Burger is extra crispy bun.
Oh, you like a toasty bun?
I love extra toasted bun.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Man, these burgers can't come soon enough. I'm so
That's what I'm
excited.
saying.
Well, here's the
we
thing.
got to do the episode to earn the burgers, but I'm just like,
I know. But here's what I tried to do. I tried to be really bad, didn't I? I was trying to be so bad before we started because we can't order the burgers to order ahead.
this particular place does not allow you to pre-order on the app. Once you place the order, the burgers are en route.
So I was like, just order them and then we'll stop when they get here.
Yeah,
And-
well, at this point
It
in the
could've been
record, we take a
now.
break and start eating cheeseburgers. Come back to the end of the episode.
But
First
here's the
episode's
thing.
insane.
Think about this. We keep eating the burger right now. It's my only counter. I rest my case. Man, you're going to get destroyed in court.
You're representing yourself.
That's right. With the half lawyer, half me costume that I'm going to wear. You get locked up.
What do you have a favorite burger? Do you have a go-to?
I mean, I love In-N-Out so much.
Yeah, me too. I mean, probably my answer is just In-N-Out by default.
It's probably just In-N-Out, but I like, this is going to sound like a crazy answer.
Yeah.
Just whatever the burger is in hand. I just love burgers. I think burger top 3 food for me, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm the burger boy. I as far as like other burgers, I've really enjoyed the Culver's burgers in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Culver's, you'll know that as someone from the Midwest.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're like
Culver's
Smash
great.
Burger
Culver's
before
pretty
Smash
good.
Burger, almost like
Fantastic spot.
love them.
And then A&W Canada, which is
Oh,
a different
yes.
company
You
than
said.
A&W in the U.S., but the burgers they do up there are
I want
dynamite.
to shout out a local Chicago, as long as we're on Chicago, char grilled burger joint called Charcoal Delights, where they had an open charcoal grill inside of the kitchen with all this venting.
Yeah.
And so you would get burgers as if they were cooked outside, but inside. And
that
it
rocks.
was pretty fucking great.
Everyone working the grill getting black lung.
Two places just came to mind that are local to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Father's Office, kind of a hoity-toity burger.
That is like an upscale
Ooh.
burger. That's one of the OG like elevated burgers.
Had one of the worst dates of my life there.
Oof. But
Wow.
the burger, I
I'm
think,
sorry.
yeah. I think the burger really, really good though.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think this is a delicious burger. I probably have that like once every like 3 years. I don't go very often.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's got like, it's got
yes.
blue cheese, caramelized onions.
Yeah, it's got an onion jam,
Yeah,
which is the thing that I really like.
exactly.
about that.
And
It's
this
got
is
a-
like a 20-year-old establishment.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it's a long-term
Yes.
LA local place.
No, this is one of the first, like when gastropubs were like a novelty. This
Yeah.
was one of the first places. This was a trailblazer that had like an elevated burger. Like they have a burger that was like $20 at a time when that was like a lot of money to pay for a
Yeah.
hamburger
Did
as
you-
opposed to what a Wendy's combo costs now.
Did you guys ever eat at the Bowery.
Yeah, the Bowery burger was great.
I don't think
it
I
was
did.
on an English
On an English muffin, it was so fucking good.
I've
so
had
good.
this. I've had no.
It's
I've
gone.
had
It's gone
that.
now.
At Father's office, they don't have ketchup because the chef hates ketchup, so you can't get you can't get fries with a side of ketchup.
And this is like why I don't go that often because I think this year.
Yes,
I'm not kidding you. My wife and I both decided that we both love ketchup.
Ketchup's great.
We love ketchup.
They also will allow 0 substitutions on the burger.
Yeah,
Yes.
and their French fries come in a shopping cart.
Right.
A little
Yes.
tiny shopping cart, like on your like a Hot Wheels style.
Yes.
but larger.
The other LA place that I think is really, really great, and I think this is like a classic place, the Apple Pan. The Apple Pan is so
the best.
fucking
Oh
good.
my God, I love
You didn't
Apple
like
Pan.
it.
I don't like Apple Pan.
Oh my
I
God.
loved it.
And I've gone more than once because I'm like, I must be wrong. Because everybody loves Apple Pan.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I'm in heaven when I'm sitting at the counter there.
It's a
so
beautiful
great.
restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a great counter.
Yeah.
Great pie.
I
the
weirdly haven't had pie
Oh,
there
man,
yet.
treat
Oh, the
yourself.
pie's
I know.
incredible.
But it's at a part of town that I'm just not at
Yep.
enough.
Yep.
So I've only had it like a handful
Have
of
you
times.
had
but I love it.
Cassell's? Is that the way you
Oh
say
yeah,
it?
Cassell's is good.
I have
Cassell's
not
is
had that
good?
one yet, but I've heard that's
What
good.
are we doing? What are we? I got like.
I guess
fucking Nick brain.
we give burgers 5 forks or something.
I was looking at pictures of burgers earlier, just thinking about what my night was gonna be.
Yeah, no, Nick sent a single text to himself of the burger emoji.
Here's the thing, guys. I have been traveling recently. I went over to the UK and I'll admit, the Wi-Fi speed, the internet speed when you're traveling abroad, those roaming data cap shit, like you have to buy like a 50 quid, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough when you're abroad and you've badly needed an internet connection with no Wi-Fi spot in sight. So you understand what a difference a local SIM card can make. An eSIM provides an internet connection wherever you travel and saves you money on roaming fees. That's where Saley comes in. Saley is a new eSIM service app brought to you by the creators of NordVPN. Here you can choose from several affordable eSIM plans in over 190 countries and 8 regions. With a Saley eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed. Download Saley once and you won't have to install a new eSIM for each country. You can avoid scammers selling fake SIM cards outside train stations and airports, and there are a lot of those guys, believe me. There's no more wandering around looking for a public Wi-Fi spot. With a Saley, you're always connected. They provide 24/7 support, and you get a full refund if your device isn't eSIM compatible. Download the Saley app in your app store. Use code GETPLAYED at checkout to get 15% off your first purchase, or go to saley.com/getplayed. That's SAILY.com/getplayed.
Hey, buddy, is the state of the U.S. making you want to escape? Take the first step and learn the language before you go. Babbel makes it easy. Start speaking a new language with confidence thanks to Babbel's conversation-based technique that quickly teaches you useful words and phrases about the things you actually talk about in the real world. There's over a dozen languages available to learn at your own pace, so you can achieve your goals with a material tailored to your individual proficiency level, interests, and time availability. Me, I've been learning some Spanish or Espanol using the Babbel app, and I've been having a blast and making a lot of tangible progress. It is handcrafted by over 200 language experts. Babbel's lessons are voiced by real native speakers and built with science-based cognitive tools like spaced repetition and interactive features to fit any learning style. It's like having a private tutor in your pocket. For me, some of my favorite ways to learn a new language are personalized review systems based on my progress, designed for long-term memorization. There's Babbel Games, which are fun for sentence building and spelling reinforcement, and Culture Bites that deliver content and insider knowledge about the language. Studies from Yale, Michigan State, and other leading universities continue to prove Babbel works. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. With over 16 million subscriptions sold, Babbel's 14 award-winning language courses are backed by a 20-day money-back guarantee. So get talking with Babbel. I want you to learn another language, so I'm teaming up with Babbel to gift you 55% off subscriptions, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/played. Get up to 55% off at babbel.com/played, spelled BABBEL.com/played. Babbel.com/played. Rules and restrictions may apply.
We got burgers on the brain. We got them on the horizon. But right now, we got to talk about some video games we've been playing. It's what are you playing?
What are you playing? Hi, it's me, the Resident Evil merchant. And I'm going to ask my friends what they've been playing. Because I'm out of work, and this is my job. Matt Apodaca, what are you playing?
Thank you so much, Resident Evil 4 Merchant.
Thank you, Resident Evil 4 Merchant.
This is your job.
Did you know cigarettes are bad?
Bad?
Bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, that's
News
been...
to me.
Oh, no.
Are you
Also-
because I used to smoke. I quit smoking many years ago, but I do miss them.
I know this information.
Yeah.
And every time it comes up, I just like can't picture
I
it.
can't picture me with a pack of Parliaments.
No.
No
My early
fucking
20s.
way, Nick.
Wow.
No.
Really?
And I think
Sam
I
can see
knew
it.
you when you were a smoker, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I would overlap for a little bit.
Sam's
Hell
got
yeah.
the Sims over there. see, here's the difference.
Sam's dipping.
Sam's cool.
Oh, Sam's cool as hell.
I can't picture you doing anything cool.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Fucking
Matt.
coming for me today.
I'll see you in court. No, I guess you were young at one point, so I could see it then maybe. Now it would make no sense for you to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, sure.
Except unless we got new information that they're good.
They're not.
No, they're bad apparently.
They're bad.
They're real
I'm
bad
always
for
hoping
you.
that they're going to be good.
Real bad. Don't, no smoking, kids. Or adults.
You know what it is? I don't mean to be coming for you. I just haven't spoken to anybody all day today.
Oh, no.
I was at home all day.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
These are your first IRL
These are my
conversations?
first interactions I've had today.
Oh, okay.
I
So
love
explains
it
a
when
lot.
that happens. That's
Yeah.
my dream.
Yeah, I'm kind of on one, I guess. I'm
Meanwhile,
showing off.
I've been here at Headgum all day long.
Yeah.
This is my third podcast recorded in a row, so I'm kind of like at wit's end.
You walked in here with your metal lunchbox. And
Hard hat, punch the clock.
Only apples inside.
how many do you think you could take down in a day?
How many apples could I eat in a day?
Yeah.
If my goal was to eat as many apples as possible. 30.
You think you need 30?
I think eat 30 apples.
It's such a funny number.
You would have insane diarrhea.
Yeah,
it would be
I
it'd
know.
be a nightmare.
Midday.
Yeah.
Nonstop
Yes.
fiber.
I think honestly, I'm good for like 3 maybe.
In a day?
If you
Yeah.
were maxing,
That's as many as I'd want. I don't think I'd want more than that.
But that's a different question.
Yeah.
In the scenario you were proposing, it was like how many could you get through if you were pushing
Oh,
yourself?
then I could easily get 31.
what is, oh my God. What is a day to you? Is it 24 hours or is it like 15 awake hours?
Yeah, I think it's like dawn to dusk. I think it's like from I'm rising until I'm
Yeah.
lying
So,
in bed.
so you're looking at like a 10 to 15 hour window. So you're eating 2
Yeah.
apples an hour.
yeah, I think I could do that.
That's achievable. You could do it.
I think
yeah.
I'd have a tummy ache. I think I'd have the rumblies.
Yeah.
But I think I could do it.
Are you going to do one apple variety or are you going to do a different, you mix them up, you know?
If I have the leeway to try different apple varietals, then I'll absolutely do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I vary it up?
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. Maybe we should try it sometime.
There's a place here that sells freeze dried apple slices
Oh.
and no sugar apple fruit roll up, and both of them are impeccable.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Really,
Apple,
really
a good
good.
flavor.
It is a
You
good
love
flavor.
apple.
I love it a
Love
lot.
an apple butter.
Oh, my
that's
God, apple
good.
butter's so good.
Don't come in. Look, we're just hungry.
I used to have apple butter all the time. It's so fucking good. I had to stop having it in my house.
You would buy it?
Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
What?
You can buy apple butter.
I
Probably get it at the grocery store.
I gotta go. I gotta leave. Okay. I sort of have a big one to talk about.
Oh.
Because, obviously we've been playing a lot of Switch 2 stuff, Been doing a lot of Mario Kart. Been doing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet and Cyberpunk. But a new game has entered the chat for me.
Here comes a new challenger.
Here comes a new challenger from my backlog, from my Nintendo Switch 1 backlog.
USA.
Japan.
I've been playing Hollow Knight.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Hollow Knight.
There it is.
So here's the deal. Here's my story with Hollow Knight.
By the way, we Ranch not here, but Ranch
Yes.
had been playing Hollow Knight for
Ranch,
some time.
I think almost all the way done with it.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to be like Ranch,
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, we're all just trying to be like Ranch. I had picked it up a bunch. I mean, I probably bought this game 5 years ago, whenever. I bought it many years ago at this point.
I am like you. I have owned Hollow Knight for a long time.
Yeah.
And never really gotten into it.
I think I own it on Switch and Steam. I was like,
sure.
I'll play this somewhere. And I had picked it up a couple of times, and it hasn't grabbed me. And I was just like, oh, maybe it's just not the time. Similar to Celeste.
Right.
Where I would start it and be like, not now.
Man, I gotta say, I'm so happy you played Celeste.
I'm so happy I played it too. What an all-timer. And
That's so good.
I think that sort of has prepared me for this.
Sure.
Being like, what's wrong with you? You have these games in your backlog that you know you're gonna love.
Right.
Just commit. So what I would do in the past was that I wouldn't pick up from where I left off. I would just start a fresh save because I had forgotten in between times starting it. And so this time I did the same thing. I started a completely fresh save because I wasn't very far into it. Like each time I've done this, I've probably played like an hour of it. It was just sort of like, I don't know. Started a fresh save. I'm about 7 hours in now. And I love it. And the thing that I'm really loving about it is, which I guess I had known but just hadn't experienced yet. It's a Metroidvania by way of Souls games.
Sure.
Okay.
So it has similar elements of both genres. Where, I guess Souls games are also Metroidvanias in 3D space in some capacity.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I don't travel backwards through a lot of areas.
I guess not really.
Yeah. It's not like the same, because I feel like the Metroidvania experience is so much like, oh, this is signposted where I'm going to get an ability where I can return to this area and do something new.
Yes.
And there is an element of that in Souls games, but it's not, I don't know. I think I'll dispute your hypothesis a little bit.
Look, I've been coming for you. It's only fair.
Yeah. So I'd say objection sustained on my part.
I'm getting my bell rung over here in
Counsel
court.
approach the bench.
Gentlemen, you need to keep it cool and even in this courtroom. I don't want any more shenanigans. Both of you need to stay at your respective desks.
I would love. I've never seen this before ever.
Yeah.
I would love to see the most accurate, courtroom improv scene ever done. It's never. It's impossible. Nobody can do it.
Oh yeah, because you get lost in the legalese so quick,
Yes.
and then you start making nonsense, and now it's just silly court.
Do you know what would be a funny TV show is a show called Do Their Job. And
Yeah, that is funny.
And it's a
laughing.
show where you take a bunch of people who don't have the profession
Yeah.
and you make them do the profession to the best of their ability without any pointers. And then
Yeah.
you tell them how many things they got wrong at the end. So
Yeah.
for example, you take a bunch of people and you make one the judge, one the prosecutor,
Yeah.
one you give them all the positions.
Yeah.
And then for a half hour on television, they have to do a court case.
Yeah. The stenographer typing as fast as they can and fucking up.
And then
that
at
up
the
so
end,
bad.
they get scored. Like maybe it's a family or something.
Heather, this is a good idea.
And then the next week you have a different job.
Wow. Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah. The cop episode, everyone does a good job. It's easy. So it's a Metroidvania, but the Souls element is that when you die in this game, not unlike in Elden Ring or any of these games, where you can go back and pick up your lost your souls or whatever. In this game, they're geos, and you use those as in-game currency, similar to these other games. My other favorite thing about it is he's just a little guy.
Yeah, he's a very much a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's a little guy.
I love the world. I love how weird everything is, and I like that it's all bugs and stuff. And I'm having a great time with it. I am at a spot right now where I am getting my ass kicked a little bit. And it's just so the listener knows, for the people that have played the game, I'm in the City of Tears. And I'm on the roof fighting the boss. And I can't remember what the name of the boss is currently, but he's a big old chunky guy, and he's floating around and stuff. And he's tough, but I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him, and I'm excited to finish this game. I do want to finish this before I start whatever my next big game is.
I'd love to hear this.
Another big old chunky guy who's pretty tough. Me, so just watch your ass.
Gentlemen.
Here's the scenario.
Yeah.
We're both in court. suing each other this way. We both get put in jail for wasting everybody's time.
I love that you're playing that, Matt.
It's really, really good. I think I know that you haven't played it, but I know that your alpha brother has.
My alpha brother is like what? It's one of those games where the percentage is over 100. He's like 180% in that game or something like that, and told me it wasn't that hard, which is classic alpha move.
It's extremely hard. It's a very hard game. The simplest stuff has given me a lot of trouble. I learned a mechanic too late in hours into the game. I didn't know that I could do, which is like swipe down with my sword, and that's helped me a lot.
I've had some false starts with that game as well, and I do also just need to dig back into it.
I'm trying to get it off my backlog.
Love it
before Silk Song comes out.
Yeah,
so I'll be ready for So I got time.
Yeah, you got some time.
Yeah,
things like Duke Nukem Forever stage at this point.
Chinese Democracy. Another reference of
another
similar type of thing.
Heather, what are you playing?
Well, now that the strike is over, I've been playing Fortnite.
Wow.
And I've decided that I'm going to give a once-a-month Fortnite update because I'm never going to stop playing fucking Fortnite.
Sure.
But I don't want to inundate the listener. But it has been a long time since I've been able to talk about Fortnite, so I am chomping at the fucking bit to talk about it now. We've just entered a new season, which is superhero-themed. There are your standard guns, Fortnite guns, some lasers, etc. But there are a bevy of superhero-themed power-ups, like a thing that can turn you into a flying bird, like a raven. There's a set of pom-poms you can shake that turn you into a werewolf. There are crow gloves that sick like a flock of crows on people. There is a set of gloves that can catapult you into the sky off of the resonance of a bass note. All of your wacky fucking Fortnite shit. The main battle pass is Superman themed. There is also a Crypto the Dog mythic item that is a little dog bone that you can throw, and then he flies in from the sky and does like an amount of structural damage to whatever he hits. I have discovered that all of these weapons are not for me. And my squad has developed its own personal private meta, which is working phenomenally for us, where we don't pick up any of that shit.
Wow.
And it is the first, he doesn't listen to the show and kind of makes fun of it whenever I'm squatting with him. But my friend Barrett was like, hey, I'm not carrying any of this shit anymore. I'm only carrying shockwaves, which is a very classic Fortnite item in almost every season. And there's like an aerial dash that you can recharge. And he's like, I'm not doing any of the other movement. And I have not had as many victory crowns in a season this early as I have with this loadout, which I have not encountered in any other player, and perhaps I'm spoiling my own meta here on the show. But I love it. It is a good season. It is super fun. I am so happy to be back on Fortnite.
What would it take for you to stop playing Fortnite?
I have no idea, and I have desperately asked myself this question. It occupies so much of my gaming time that I feel like everything else has kind of like peeled away, unfortunately.
Yes.
It is not the only game I've been playing this week, in part because it's been very hot, and so I don't like playing PlayStation when it's hot because the area I play PlayStation in is a hot area.
Right.
So I've been playing Persona 5 again.
Wow, I love it.
And I've spoken before about how stressed out Atlas games get me because I'm like, I'm not doing the right thing at the right time. This time, I am taking the advice in the corner of the screen during loading, which just says take your time, and the sort of vibe of the game with the jazzy music and the fact that the main character keeps his hands in his pockets most of the time, and I'm playing as breezy as I can. I am not farther than I've been in the game previously because I started all over again. But my playthrough this time has been so much more enjoyable because I'm not trying to figure out what the proper thing to do is.
You're not trying to min-max it.
I'm not min-maxing.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm like, I want to talk to this person, so I'm going to talk to this person. I want to read a book. I'm trying to experience Persona as if I was the dude, and I had no idea how to upgrade stats. And I'm just like, what would I want right now? Would I want to clean the curry shop? Would I want to read a book? Would I want to go to the video store? And I'm kind of like following my whims and allowing the shape of my character to be dictated by those sort of like progressive power-ups of your stats.
Cool.
I'm not going for any particular build. I'm just playing it breezy.
What's there's the gamer kid with the hat. What is his hat says get wrecked? Is that what it is? The baseball hat? I love that hat. That game, I think that's, I love that, Heather. I mean, I finished Persona 5 Royal, finished Metaphor Refantasia. I love both those games. What you're saying, that's the thing I like about the Atlas games, because like life is all about like choosing to do something is choosing not to do something else, and I like having to make those decision points. I like that I can't, get to everything. But it is really tempting to try to be like, I want to just absolutely get every relationship to the highest level as quickly as possible.
It's also making me more personally adventurous in my own life.
Really?
Because it is reminding me that this is a huge fucking city with a bunch of stuff to do.
Oh, yeah.
And so like when the character is like given the opportunity to go to a batting cage, I'm like, why don't I go to a batting cage?
Right.
There are batting cages here. Why don't I don't have to go to I don't have to go to an actual green in order. I could just go to a driving range.
Yeah.
Like I could do any of this stuff. I'm an adult. I can pay for it and I can go do the things. So it's been encouraging me to take more, small, adventurous risks. Like cooking a different meal than I've ever cooked. Just like whatever. I'm just like,
That's fun.
Oh, there's infinite opportunity in this city, especially for somebody of such extraordinary privilege. I might as well take advantage of it.
On the batting cages, anytime I'm like, oh yeah, batting cages will be fun, and then I go there and I just get like absolutely shelled by the pitching machine. I forget like, oh, this is fucking hard.
I have been playing baseball.
Yeah.
I don't think I've mentioned this on this show, I don't think. And I've been wanting to get out to a batting cage, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because they only throw heat. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're holding the bat the wrong way.
I got it in my mouth.
What if we went to a batting cage and that was what we played for a week?
If you want to go, I will happily go with you.
All right, I'm
absolutely.
in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
There's one in Burbank. We can
Great.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about getting destroyed by Heather at the batting cages.
Has this ever happened to you? You've been traveling abroad, you want to watch one of your comfort shows, or perhaps even a sporting event, and then because you're somewhere else in a different country that doesn't have that, you can't freaking watch it? Well, I got something for you. NordVPN. Protect your private data like bank details, passwords, and online identity. NordVPN can switch your virtual location, allowing you to save money by purchasing flights, hotels, and subscriptions from other countries at a cheaper price. So look, NordVPN can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can make it think you're somewhere else. You're wherever you are, you're not getting the best deal, switch to somewhere else. They might have a better deal. That's huge. Protecting your data whilst traveling, and yeah, I said whilst, and using public Wi-Fi, NordVPN protects you wherever you are in the world. I kind of have a theory. This is why they haven't been able to apprehend Carmen Sandiego. She's using NordVPN. They'll never find her. The NordVPN threat protection feature protects you from viruses, malicious malware, and phishing sites. Unless that phishing site is basspro.com. No protection required there. It's the fastest VPN in the world. No buffering or lagging while streaming, and stops your ISP bandwidth throttling. ISP bandwidth throttling, a thing of the past with NordVPN. Premium cybersecurity for the price of a cup of coffee per month. Now that's what I'm talking about. One NordVPN account can be used on up to 10 devices. Your phone, your iPad, your mom's iPad, your laptop, maybe even your watch. Who could say? That's not even 10. You surely have some more. Perhaps a proprietary browser on a video game console or something. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/getplayed. Our link will also give you 4 extra months of the 2-year plan. By my estimation, that's 28 months. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. NordVPN. You heard? Some days, your brain needs a vacation your body can actually afford. That's where IndaCloud comes in. You juggle the chaos. You answer the emails. You even go outside sometimes. So yeah, you've earned a better way to unwind. Enter IndaCloud. Federally legal THC in the form of gummies, pre-rolls, and flour, designed to turn hanging on into fully chilling. So, if you're 21 or older, head to indacloud.co and use code GETPLAYED to get 25% off your first order plus free shipping. That's indacloud.co, code GETPLAYED, 25% off, free shipping. Just a better vibe in your mailbox. So here's the thing. Look, I got sent some of this stuff, all right? I ate one of the orange soda gummies, okay? Now, look, I'll be honest. I'm a bit of a lightweight, all right? I'm not out here blazing it. I'm not over here, insert euphemism here. I'm not doing any of that, all right? I'm not always doing it. But when I do, I like to just chill out and relax. It made me very silly with my friends, and they all had a nice time enjoying IndaCloud. It sounds too smooth to be legal, right? But it is. IndaCloud's products are Farm Bill compliant, third-party tested, and made for grown-ups who want a buzz without the need to drive 25 minutes to dispensary. And that's just a fact. Dispensaries are 25 minutes from wherever you personally are. That's just how it is. More than 50,000 people already trust them because when it feels this good, it should also feel easy. Whether you're chasing deeper sleep, better focus, or just some peace between your streaming marathons, this is how adults get elevated now. If you're 21 or older, now's your chance to float above the stress because IndaCloud, see what they did, is giving all new customers 25% off their first order plus free shipping. Use code GETPLAYED or click the link in the show notes to claim your discount. That's indacloud.co, INDACLOUD.co. Use code GETPLAYED for free shipping plus 25% off your first order. Fill out their quick survey when you order to support this show and make your week way more enjoyable, all thanks to IndaCloud.
Nick, what have you been playing?
Thank you so much for asking. So here's the thing. We're on the eve of Death Stranding 2. And as far as big games go, I was like, I need to set aside a chunk of my life for that.
Yes.
So, there are some meaty games that I was like, I was getting back into, but I was like, I'm not going to finish, Clair Obscura in 1 week. Like, I'm just not going to happen.
No.
So I'm going to be like, I'll put those aside. And obviously I got my Balatro time, which is kind of like my Fortnite for now. But there was a major update to Hades 2, and I've been trying so hard not to play this game until 1.0 comes out. But this update was like sprawling enough where I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get back in there. Whenever year this game comes out, and I'm increasingly starting to think it might hit 2025 because, this is just an incredible amount of content and so much polish for something that's still technically in early access. It's just like, I felt this from when Hades 2 first went into early access. I was like, this is like better than a lot of retail games that are just like released full price. And anyway, I think whatever year this comes out, this will just be my favorite game of that year. And it's the first time where I'm kind of feeling like, fuck, Hades is one of my favorite games ever. This might actually just end up being better. It's tough to get into the details of this because I don't want to get into spoiler country because I know there are people like me who are like trying to avoid anything to do with this game until it's officially released. But it is just so cool, and you're always a little bit. It's failed so many times when they've like switched to a new protagonist for a new entry in the franchise. It's like kind of a tough thing to pull off, but I don't know. I think it's working here. I don't know, man. I just love the aesthetic of this game.
Yeah.
I love the music in it. They've added more voice acting. They've done some more flourishes on the artwork, like the portraits have all been plussed up a little bit, and they've added some more gameplay elements, which again I won't get into too much. But if you've played Hades 1 into depth, it's the same sort of things in terms of your arsenal and how you can use it. I mean, it's just. Matt, you played around a little Hades 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't touched it since the initial launch of the early access, but I've been tracking the progress, and I'm very, very excited about it. A hotly anticipated Switch 2 title for me, I gotta say. But I'll probably also I have it on Steam already because I bought the early access, so I'll be double dipping because I just love the game so much.
I always engage in the story of any game because I'm just like, that's part of it. But sometimes the story is like whatever. And especially in like a lot of roguelites, the story is pretty, I feel like it's often non-existent.
Yeah.
But other times just like pretty superfluous. But like the story is so engaging in this immediately. And I don't know. I just feel like Supergiant Games, just whatever their pipeline is for development, they're just like doing it better than like any developer, like not just in the indie space, like any developer out there.
Yeah.
And this is getting me even more hyped for the 1.0 and also kind of tiding me over before another big 2, Death Stranding 2 on the horizon. Heather's wearing a Death Stranding 2 t-shirt. How
It's
cool is
very
that?
cool.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach,
Oh, it sounds fun.
which
On the beach.
I
How about
got
that?
at the Death Stranding 2 premiere here in Los Angeles.
Nick, the stuff that we saw was a fucking nightmare. I just read a thing actually from our close good friend Hideo Kojima that after initial testing of the game, it tested too well, and he didn't like that, so he went and changed some stuff. People like it too much.
That's some DJ Khaled ass shit to
Yeah,
say.
he's like,
this track is too good. I had to make it less good.
I had to get back in there. They liked it too much.
iTunes had to put on their extra powerful servers for all the downloads my music is getting. Fucking liar.
And I hate eating pussy.
Guys, should we talk about this week's topic?
The Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. So we're talking about this, and we obviously have done some Switch 2 content. We all have Switch 2s at this point.
Sam was saying he's interested in getting one.
Might get one, yeah.
I think. Do you have a Switch 1?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What's your console situation?
The only console I have right now is Xbox 360.
Holy
Wow.
shit! You'll love the Switch
But I
2.
think
Sam's
I love
cool.
Nintendo games, and yeah, I think it would be great to have.
Yeah.
And if it's your first foray into the Switch 1 library, you have so many great bangers to play.
That's what I was almost going to offer because, like, now I've got some Switch 1s collecting dust. If you want one of those to mess
my
around with
God,
for a little
please,
bit,
yeah.
I'll let you borrow it.
Holy
How's
shit.
Fortnite on it? That's what I wanted to ask.
Fortnite's not good on Switch 1. It is pretty good on Switch
Right.
2.
Are you a Fortnite guy?
My friend has a PS5, and we've been playing the Galactic Battle. It was the Star Wars season?
Yeah,
You're
Star
playing on
Wars
his
season.
PS5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just trade off, but I have been getting into that a little bit. So I don't know. That's encouraging.
Fucking great game.
Switch 1 Fortnite is pretty bad,
It's
right?
dog
I've heard it's
shit.
terrible.
So Switch
Dog
2 might
shit.
be the way to
but
go.
Switch 2 is a really good experience.
Yeah, I got in there just to see, like, it's a pretty seamless. I mean, it's one-to-one. It feels great.
Yeah,
Like,
and the Switch 2 also has a LAN port on the machine itself, so you don't have to worry about like wireless signals and ping.
Anyway, we were discussing internally, like, hey, we should do something about the Nintendo Switch 2 since it's out. Doing a comprehensive console overview feels like it's kind of like enough of those exist right now. What are we really going to add to the Mario Kart World discourse? Why don't we dig in on this weird fucking thing, the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is one of the launch titles that is inexplicably not a pack-in, is $9.99.
It's
and
insane that it can be called a launch title.
I know, it's
And
worked out for them
I
because
wanna-
it's apparently one of the best-selling titles on the Switch 2.
People have on different forums or Reddit said, when are they ever going to return to the old format?
Right,
Yeah.
Which
yes.
used to be worst and weirdest. Well, guys, this is a weird fucking title.
Definitely falls under the weirdest umbrella. in the
Yes.
world, how did this get played days.
Yeah. You're talking about the LAN port. I learned a lot about the LAN port playing this game, I'll tell you what.
I can't wrap my head around welcome to her. I unlocked every area. I started by playing it like 100%ing each area as I went, and then I was like, I'm never gonna. This is gonna take me for fucking ever.
Right.
And so then okay, we should tell the audience what this game is. You are a little tiny person.
You're just a little guy.
Here's and I know what you're thinking. I know what the listener's thinking, and I just got to get in here before they think too much more. You're not even thinking about exactly how little. The amount of how small you're thinking is wrong, and actually, you're kind of dumb for thinking that's how little it is. It's littler than that.
You're so fucking tiny, and the character selection screen at the beginning of the game is a long line into an expo, and you pick out who in the line you are.
Yeah.
And then you go into this expo, which is an enormous Switch 2 and its accessories, laid out like a fucking museum theme park experience, and you walk around in and on the Switch 2, learning, you taking quizzes, playing mini games, finding lost and found objects and returning them to the information booth. And it is, if Sony's version of this is Astrobot, this is the most Nintendo version of what this is that there could be.
Yeah.
It is part brain training, part Mario Paint. It is a fucking weird little piece of software.
It's the the Astro's Playroom specifically equivalent of that, which was just a pack-in, which was just bundled with the PlayStation 5 and is such a great like tour of the hardware. But here, yes, you're right. In a Nintendo way, it's getting like weirdly way too granular. Like it's like there's like less of a game here than Astro's Playroom, but also way more content than Astro's Playroom at once.
There is you'll spend, no joke, 2 solid minutes learning about the development of a hinge.
Yes.
You'll take like 5 lessons. Like text lessons laid out in, and I would call the design language very similar to Google's Matter. Like it's that or whatever that Google, the way that Android got reskinned a few years ago. It's got like a very flat aesthetic, very like pieces of paper laid on top of each other. And you take these quizzes on the surface of the Joy-Con or on the surface of the screen or inside of the console. And it'll be like 5 1-minute pieces of information with little videos describing how the Joy-Cons lock into the system.
Yes.
And the engineering of the hinge in between them, and then you take a quiz about it. It's makes me really appreciate the system.
Yeah, all the craftsmanship involved, all the everything from the technical side.
But 2 is fucking weird.
It's like edutainment, but for information you don't need to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like this isn't teaching me math. This isn't teaching me about history or geography. This isn't teaching me a skill like typing. This is just teaching me all the technical details of this piece of hardware.
It's teaching me that underneath each button there is a solid metal dome that's deformed and creates a closed circuit in order to make the button presses registered by the main CPU.
So recently on a Get Animated,
I
revealed that I was not a great student, which Nick was not shocked by. I had to really, really focus and try really, really hard when I was playing this game because it hits you with a lot of information, and you like. My impulse while playing a video game is to like click through menus and stuff and like, just kind of get to whatever I'm supposed to be actually doing. You cannot do that with this because you will miss critical information and then fail a voluntary quiz.
I think you have to play, I think this is one of those games. It's like a fucking blueprints where it's actually helpful to have a little notepad to write some stuff down because, yes, I definitely, when I was hit with, you fail a quiz and what does it just say? Unsuccessful?
Unsuccessful. It
makes you feel bad.
Brutal. It's so brutal. And then also there's this game toys with you emotionally as well.
Yeah.
Because even when you succeed, it says success, right? Or something, and there's like a check mark, but that check mark does not come fast enough. When you submit your answers, it's like 2 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's, did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
Am I right? And then you see the check go through and it says success, and then you're happy. But oh man, a brutal wait.
It is a baffling, charming piece of software that is the most Nintendo thing that I have experienced in years, because you're befuddled.
Yes.
It's so weird what it's doing, and that you pay to do it.
A lot of you mentioned like brain training and some other like DS things.
Yeah.
And like even the text boxes and some of the other stuff that you see in things, it's giving me big time DS like UI vibes, and which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But then so there's the quiz elements as well, but then you also have you're walking around the surface area of the various parts of the Switch.
Let me interrupt and say it also reminds me of Wii Fit.
Okay,
yeah, like that.
The faceless humans.
That kind of like aesthetic and interface. But continue.
Yeah, so you're walking around and you're encouraged to go up to all of the like buttons or just anything that has like there's like these little things that pop up that are like little marquees.
Yeah.
That it tells you what it is. And
you get a sticker stamp.
You get a little stamp. And let me tell you something about these stamps. I need to get every single one of them, because you need them to get them to open the next area. But sometimes they're not so easy to find.
Right.
They're not exactly where you think they might be. Even.
Yes.
Yeah. It is a hunt where you're a little tiny person running around on.
Again, very, very,
very tiny.
You're
small.
so little.
Very tiny, running around on each individual. So you begin on like the I think it's the right Joy-Con area, which is a detached giant floating right Joy-Con. You have to go up and identify each element of the right Joy-Con, the home button, the capture button if it's on that side, or maybe it's the chat button, the little X, all the individual buttons. And then at each station, there's a little quiz booth that teaches you about the engineering of the thing, often with a little bit of Nintendo history. Like it'll be like, hey, this analog stick is different from the Nintendo Switch one analog stick in that it springs back to the middle. But Nintendo has been making analog sticks since 1996. Here is a couple of photos of all the analog sticks that have ever been on Nintendo hardware.
Yeah.
Then there is a mini game, usually in the same area, set up like a booth at a museum. And the mini games are fucking frustrating.
They are.
Yes.
Because most of them are mouse-based minigames.
Yes.
Starting with the mouse, I think, is just such a misstep in terms of the way this is paced out, because the mouse is so clunky to use.
Yeah.
And it's also like a feature I feel like a lot of people just you don't even necessarily need to learn about. It feels like it's gonna be pretty niche implementation of mouses on Switch hardware.
So my experience in this piece of software, and I would say I'm probably 75% complete.
Yeah.
I would also say 80% of the mini games are fucking mouse-based.
Right.
Yes.
They are click on something as fast as you can, avoid objects. Some of them are using the rumble feature to describe the shape of an object that you can't see and then choosing it out of a menu.
Yes. I hated that one.
They're
I fucking hated that one. That one was mean. That one was hard.
but then it'll also
It's
suddenly
hard and it's unrewarding.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
you don't get anything.
And it's like, I don't need to know what the. For me, I don't need to know what a shape feels like.
Sure.
That's me. I don't need to know.
But there was one demo, because there are also demos, and the demos
Yes.
will be like, hey, can you tell the difference? No, I guess that's a mini game. It'll be like, hey, did you know that the Joy-Cons can make sound
Yes.
because because of the rumble engine, whatever the fuck they call it, can vibrate so frequently that it can create a sonic sound.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear through vibration the joystick make the 1-up sound.
Yes.
And it's staggering when it happens.
That was a really crazy one. Even the maracas one was also
I like the maracas.
crazy.
Maracas are fun.
Maracas
Reminds me of
are
Samba de
great.
Amigo.
He loves maracas.
But then there are also things where it's like, hey, here's a mini game where you have to try and determine the frame rate of a thing that you're looking at.
Yeah.
And at first, the easy version of it is it 30 or is it 60? Is it
Yes.
60 or is it 120? And you can kind of get through that without making an error. But then you increase the difficulty and it's like, what are you looking at? 20 frames per second or 40 frames per second? What are you and it's a ball flying across the screen fast. And then it's like, what are you looking at? 110 frames per second or 120 frames per second?
Yes.
And it's a little like, what am I gaining by spending all my time doing this?
Yeah, as a user, like what I want as someone who's playing a video game is I just want it to look smooth. I just want a frame rate that makes this game presents this game as most playable state.
Yeah.
Like me being able to divine what the frame count is. That's not a skill idea. That's the thing I put in a console command on PC and just see what the frame rate is. Like I just learn that information. You know? I just want it to look good, and so I just I don't know why me having being able to pass the eye test, why do I gain anything from that?
Yeah, a lot of the games are not really games. They feel like tests in the way that the quizzes are quizzes, right?
They're tests for you.
Yes, and so the only outcome is you either pass and you can do it, or you feel bad.
You feel stupid.
And so like I was saying there's some of them though that are like, I guess just depending on who you are or something, like they are easier. Like I got, because they're also on these ones too, that these games will have medals, and so you get the medals for achieving the goal in a certain amount of time, and each one is like faster than the previous one. So it'll be like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds or whatever.
Can you move the mouse across the screen and click this button
Yes.
in less than 0.4 of a second?
Yes, and so sometimes it'll tell you when you fail how close you got to getting it, which is incredibly frustrating. But one of the ones that I got correctly and got all 3 medals first try was this pixel hunting one, where there are 5 pixels. You have it docked on your TV, and my TV is probably 7 feet away from my couch, maybe 8 feet away from my couch.
Let me interrupt and say that
Yes.
the only way to enter into this particular test
Yes.
is that you have to previously own a 4K television.
Yeah, you have to have a 4K TV.
You have to own the TV in order to play this part of this software that you just paid for.
Which also, the Nintendo Switch 2, teaching me all sorts of things, teaching me about the LAN port, the HDMI port, the refresh rate of the screen, also told me that my television not 120 hertz compatible. So now I hate my TV. Now I got to get a new TV.
Are you sure you didn't go? Because there is, on my TV, it's not default allowed. It's not allowed to show me 120 frames, and then you go into the menu and you can toggle it.
Don't do it.
You bought a 60 hertz TV?
Not recently.
Oh.
So this is a TV you've had for a while. It is 4K, but it's not 120 hertz.
Yes.
Okay, then that tracks.
Yeah, I've had it for probably 6 months? Just kidding. I've had it for 5 years or something.
Yeah. But yeah, there's the
120 hertz is new.
I mean, you probably could have gotten one.
Probably could have got it then, but for $2,000 or something.
Premium, yeah. And you're dealing with not a ton of console games are necessarily in supporting 120 FPS at the time.
That's like it.
Yeah.
But I got all 5 of the pixels that are floating around the screen. Got all 3 medals first try, and I felt really good about my eyes.
Let me, again, explain what Matt is talking about just a little bit for the listener who doesn't want to spend $10 to learn this stuff about their own television.
Yeah.
On your screen, the Nintendo Switch 2 generates 5 individual pixels on your 4K television
Yes.
that are sort of yellow against a red background.
Nearly impossible to see.
And you have to find them while a clock is ticking.
Yeah.
In order to solve the test.
Yes.
Which rewards you with nothing.
Yes, it rewards you with nothing. And I think the fastest time that they had was something like 40 seconds. Got all 5 in 23.
There is a version of Super Mario Brothers when they're illustrating to you how big 4K is.
Yes.
Compared to the original output pixel rate of the Nintendo, the original NES. There is a version of Mario Brothers that is to scale on your 4K television.
Yes.
Which, as tiny as you are in the game, Mario's even tinier.
It's to scale to the little
Yeah,
people.
it's like it's 200 pixels or whatever across. Yes. So you run the length of the first level, World 1-1 of the original Super Mario Brothers as a straight line across your screen.
Yes.
With none of the screen disappearing in order to illustrate that you can put all of the first level of Super Mario Brothers on a 4K screen. It won't even reach across it.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I liked it. I couldn't complete it though. I couldn't complete that demo for some reason. There's one of the each demo comes with like a list of tasks that you can do, and I can do most of them. But there was one task that I had to explore I maybe had to like do everything in one go or something.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
like how annoying is it that this costs money? Because, like, again, if this is free, all of its little quirks are kind of like, oh, well, that's part of its charm. It's just Nintendo being weird. But just, like, also that it's $10. I'm charging $10 for this.
I'm of two minds of this.
Yes.
I mean, well, first of all, collectively, the three of us, we spent your favorite amount of money.
$30!
Second, I cannot condone Nintendo charging $10 for this. At the same time, I think it's worth spending $10 on. I think it's dumb that it costs that much money and it should have been free. At the same time, I think if you're curious about it, it is worth spending the money on.
Right. If what we're talking about, if going inside of a Joy-Con and learning about each individual chipset, or learning about how they re-engineered the left and right buttons on the top of the game controller because the controller is larger than the original Switch. If all of that information is interesting to you, as it is for me, because my brain sucked all this information up like a sponge.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh, wow. Look at the way there's travel on this hinge.
Yeah.
I want to 100% this game, and I want to do it so much that when I saw that you had to have the camera in order to do one of the sub games, I Instacarted the fucking camera to myself.
Well, and so that's an interesting thing too, right? Like, I feel like there's been a lot of coverage of this. That there are certain things that you need accessories for to complete in the game, but I believe there is a system within this game to call it a game.
That's the other thing. Like, what is this?
What is this?
I like that we all are like kind of mad, but also having fun. Like,
I'm glad it exists, but it makes no sense. Like, that's where I'm at.
It's not really a game, right? So there's a system within this experience, I think is the verbiage I'll land on there, where if you don't have a 4K TV, if you don't have the camera, if you don't have some other fucking thing you might need for this,
the steering wheel.
Yeah, I don't have the wheels.
I don't have the wheel. Guess who's getting the fucking wheel?
There's a thing in the game that they'll give you the stamp for it or something.
Right,
as
you hold down Y or something near the information booth, and it's like, or near the demo area, and it'll give you the stamp even if you don't have the equipment.
Yes.
But then you miss out on, so when you bought the Game Boy camera, there was a little pack-in piece of software with it that let you like make faces and like make stamps and shit. And it was like, oh, cool. This is like the demo of the Game Boy camera. In the same way, the camera mini game, the first one that I played on the Switch 2 Welcome Tour, is a thing where you have to match the face that a 3D emoji is making
Yes.
using your camera and your own face, and then you get graded on how similar you are to making that face with this emoji.
Yeah.
And I have never been more aware of where my eyebrows are on my face and how little control I have over them.
Right.
As somebody who also has just watched all of the rehearsal, this one made me very nervous. I was having a hard time with this. I'm not ever very aware of where my eyebrows are at any given point, it turns out.
Yeah. I'm like, is that a surprised face?
Yes.
What does surprise feel like on my face? How do I make the eyebrows go where I need them to
Yeah,
go?
I thought they were all mad at me.
So I don't have the camera. Like, how much camera content is there?
So far, that was the only thing that I needed the camera actually for.
Got it.
And then it's like information about the camera. I would assume. I mean, here's the thing. In the camera area, there's a fucking mouse game. So I don't know if the camera games are going to come up ever again.
When I got to the camera area and played the camera game, and I was like, here we fucking go.
Yeah.
Now we're doing Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next one was a mouse game. I almost threw my Switch across the fucking
I
room.
was so mad. Oh, and this is another annoying part of playing this. Obviously, you need to do this because it is showcasing all the different ways to play the thing.
Yeah.
I played this for a good chunk today, for like a few hours today straight.
Yeah.
To just have enough of an experience that I'm getting up, I'm pulling the thing out of the dock, I'm redocking it, I'm disconnecting the Joy-Cons, I'm putting the mouse, I'm doing so much stuff.
That's another thing. It's making you do a lot physically with your Switch too.
I thought I was like, stop making me do so much stuff.
It's a little, honestly, it's like a little nerve-wracking to be like, I'm playing a game, I'm supposed to detach the Joy-Cons mid-game, and I guess put my, I'm playing in handheld mode, I gotta put my system somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all these things with like this brand new piece of hardware that you spent $500 on.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I don't want to be manhandling this thing for a bunch of different tasks.
It was tough. And then I will say that hinge on the back, the stand, that thing's fucking sturdy.
The hinge is slick.
Well, the stand is slick. It works very well. There is a mini game that utilizes the stand. And that's one of the games where I was like, oh, thank God I'm not fucking playing with the mouse. The mini game is, what angle is your Switch at?
Yeah.
And so it tells you, like, try and do like a 35-degree angle with your Switch. And you look, it shows you a picture of it, and you just gotta like take the stand and bend it out a little bit, and then set your Switch down on your table and be like, I guess that's 35 degrees? But I'd rather do that than another fucking mouse game.
That one legitimately impressed me. I was like, how does it know? I loved that one.
It is kind of dazzling.
Yeah.
But again, to what end? Why am I doing this?
It's just, okay, it's not edutainment.
No.
It is like a corporate compliance software.
Yes.
It is creating. So
HR is making you play this when you start a new job.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But it's in the way that Sony has figured out that Astrobot creates brand synergy between you and your PlayStation. It makes you anthropomorphize your PlayStation. It makes you love your physical piece of hardware because Astrobot's showing you stuff that you used to love and taking you on this tour inside of your system. Nintendo is trying to do the exact same thing, and they are doing it like somebody who doesn't know how to eat charcuterie at a party. They are manhandling pretzels and being like, boy, parties are fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know if I'm enjoying having this conversation. If you're a company and you want to create brand identification and brand loyalty, Sony does it by charming you with a little guy.
Yes.
Nintendo does it by making you take a test.
Yeah. Homework.
Yeah.
Right. No, Astro's Playroom reverts you to childhood with the unbridled joy of running around a playground.
Yeah.
And the Welcome Tour reverts you to childhood with the feeling of having to go up to the blackboard to spell a word. It's boring and confusing and anxiety-inducing. It's just a profoundly weird experience.
But also weirdly compelling.
It's kind of compelling. Like you want to keep going and like exploring it. I think the aesthetics are really charming. Like
Yeah.
I really like to look at this game. I love the isometric thing. Didn't touch on the character selection screen, which for my ass, just the default is what I'm ready to go.
I did before
See one guy with a buzz cut and shorts like immediately.
day one booting this up.
Yeah.
What, 2 weeks ago now at this point. First guy I see, I take a screenshot and I go, found Nick, and just send it to the chat. Which I think you responded, what the hell?
It's also like the awkward attempt of somebody who's really proud of what they've done
Right.
Yeah.
to tell you all of the stuff that they've done. But like the language that they use and the way they present it, like when you think about like, what's his name? Johnny Ivy, the guy who used to give the speeches about iPhones when they would come out, and he'd be like, what we've done is we've wrapped it in titanium, but we've machine manufactured it so it's as silky as a glove. Remember like that guy?
Yeah.
Well, this is like somebody being like, the deep pad is really good now, guys. And we did so much work on the D-pad.
It's the video game equivalent of me explaining to my family at the holidays what a podcast is.
I mean, we made a lot of comparisons to Astro's Playroom. I think another comparison that I've seen some other people make, and I think is useful to draw on because it's another Nintendo first-party game that was a pack-in and was a full-fledged game and was fun. Wii Sports, in terms of showing off what the hardware could do. Wii Sports was like the perfect showpiece. This is like the complete opposite. It's just it's in many ways just not even a game.
But Wii Sports was not telling you how the remote worked.
Right.
It was giving you something to do with it. This is like I keep harping on the hinge because the amount of times I had to look at the way the Joy-Cons snap into the actual console was staggering.
Why do I care?
Because
You might do it wrong.
if you retain the information, you're like, oh, when Heather came in last week, she was like, I'm a little worried about the travel on the magnetic Joy-Cons because it doesn't feel stable. And there is a fucking test about how that's on purpose, good for the system, and makes it stronger.
Yeah, and they're basically like, you couldn't fucking break this if you tried.
Yeah, it's like we thought about all of these things so specifically, and we engineered solutions for them that the give you feel in the Joy-Cons is there to protect the connection.
We made this console with people in mind who an egg shatters at the mere touch of it.
Don't. That's not.
It said it in there.
I'm getting better at eggs.
I believe it.
Insane thing to say.
Which part? Mine or her?
I'm getting better at eggs in isolation.
I am. I'm getting better at them.
Yeah, were you using a strainer?
For what? For the shell?
Yeah.
I only had one piece of shell in one of my eggs.
Hey,
this
that's
week.
pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
And I didn't have any that I've gotten a little bit better.
I believe it.
But I've discovered a new thing, which is when I hard boil an egg, somehow when I'm taking the shell off of it, I destroy the egg in the process of removing the shell.
I'm just gonna leave that one alone because I don't know what to do with it yet.
How are you with like crab legs?
What?
Well, because that's also shell removal.
Yeah.
But it's like you can be a little bit more destructive, and I feel like your ability to exert a lot of force might actually be
I've never had an
useful
issue.
there.
I've never had an issue with crab legs.
Okay, so you that's easy for you to extract the crab meat.
Yeah,
Should we order crab sometime?
long piece of meat.
God, that'd be such a funny move. Bunch of king crab in here.
Yeah.
Order from Hooters. From Bibs. And Nintendo Switch 2 welcomes tour sitting at 55 on Metacritic. 3.6 user score, generally unfavorable. So definitely a lot of mixed reactions to this piece of software.
I think for me, that's low. That's still a little too low for what I think this is. And I know that there's like things to nitpick and things to view cynically because this, I think, is a cynical presentation.
Is it?
It's not joyful.
But it also feels very earnest.
It's very earnest, I guess. Yeah, but I guess it's not. I don't think this was designed with fun in mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm almost wondering is like, was this designed to be a pack-in?
Yeah.
And then they see what it is, what the finished product is, or they see what direction it's heading during development, or like, all right, let's make this a little curiosity that people can pay for, but we're not going to have this be front and center, be the first piece, the first game that people boot up on this by default. I wonder as well.
I think if this was Nintendo Switch 2 Wario Presents Welcome Tour, and it's a WarioWare style game showing you how the various elements of the Nintendo Switch 2 works, that's immediately more fun and interesting to me.
Yeah,
I don't care about learning.
Also sounds like a video game.
Yeah.
Every NPC you talk to in this game is having the same sort of strange experience that you are as a player.
I picked up on this as well because I talked to somebody who was looking at one of the Joy-Cons going into the thing, and he's looking at it like, I didn't know it could go in like that. And I'm like, you fucking idiot.
Like, they're also like, wow, the screen sure is slippery.
Yeah.
I guess that's really good. Like,
which I actually don't understand, because is that supposed to be good? Like, I guess for finger traveling, I hate touching the screen.
So you didn't do the 10 finger game?
I know, and I did it, and I immediately then like wiped it off clean because I hate that. I hate touching. I never once wanted to touch the Switch 1 screen.
One of the games, dear listener, is a game where it says, hey, the Nintendo Switch screen can differentiate between 10 different simultaneous finger presses. Mm-hmm. So why don't you play Twister with your fingers? And it's like a grid of different colored circles, and it'll be like, okay, first finger put on a pink circle, then green, then blue, etc. And you have to try and strategize where your fingers are going to go in order to get all 10 of your digits pressed against the Switch 2 screen simultaneously.
There's also like a HDR SDR thing, which is another thing of just like the FPS one of like I don't know why. I just want it to look good. Like, I don't necessarily need to know the difference between these things at a glance.
Yeah, I think they're probably just being like, look how shitty it was before.
Right,
actually,
they're trying to show it off, but it's just like this is an odd way to show it off to make it like to present it this way.
Okay, I figured out what the game is.
Yeah. 1,
the game is directly for me. 2, it is an episode of Get Played that's Game and Tell.
Yeah,
and the Game and Tell is as if I was doing an episode on the Pocket Station. Mm-hmm. Me just walking through all of the different things that the Pocket Station can do and the oddity of its release and the fact that it wasn't brought out in the West is Nintendo being like, hey, did you know that there was, and this is from the game, did you know that there was a screen, that there was a way to put your Wii U controller on a table, not unlike the way that the Switch 2 can sit on a table?
Yeah.
Look at the evolution of how we've done handheld gamepads over the history of Nintendo.
That was the most interesting stuff to me, which was like when they would just show how iterative they've been over the years. Because like that is, I don't know, it's cool to see stuff like that. If this was just like a museum that I could have gone to instead, I think I would have liked that more.
Yeah, honestly, even the element of just if they just remove the gating and you could just sort of free roam and just sort of explore at your own leisure and not feel like, well, shit, I need to progress through this area to unlock the next biome so I can, play some more mini games.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah, because gosh, the ones that I didn't get all the medals for, I have no desire to go back for. I did like the golf one.
Loved the golf one.
The golf one is nice.
Right.
The difficulty curve on these mini games is absurd.
Yes.
And the amount of things you have to unlock in order to unlock the top tier of the mini games. You get 2 little medals for successfully completing a mini game to your maximum ability. It's like, wow, you clicked that button in less than 0.4 of a second. You get 2 medals. Some of these fucking areas are asking for like 80 medals.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like, what am I going to have to play in order to unlock?
Yeah.
Are there 40 mini games in this fucking thing?
I've just already made the deal with myself that I'll just never know what those ones are. I have no interest.
I'm going to 100% this fucking thing. I'm going to get the wheel not for Mario Kart, but for Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour.
But yeah, it's kind of like erratic in terms of the difficulty too.
Yeah.
Like it's like somewhere's like okay, this one beat a child in tic-tac-toe, and then over here you gotta catch a mosquito in your eyelashes. You know what I mean? It's like I don't. It's truly a baffling experience.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Also, to find out after I get the Nintendo Switch camera that it works with any USB camera.
Yes. Yeah.
Shocking.
Whoever wants to do this, make a USB-C Game Boy camera. They'll procure some
Wait, you
money
can totally do that. You can do that with an analog pocket.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Use that. Oh, I wonder if that would work.
Because I've output the analog pocket through my computer through USB into Zoom.
When you go home tonight, see if that works.
Wait, so I can just plug my Razer webcam into the Switch 2 and
Yeah,
it'll work?
they said not every camera works, but if it doesn't work, it's on the camera side of things.
I gotta
You should
try
be
that.
able to. You should be able to do it. Like these cameras wouldn't work.
Right.
It's too much.
The camera's in the studio.
Yeah, the camera's in the studio.
Yeah, that would be overkill.
Yeah.
I was shocked that because when I was like, I got to get a camera, I'll get the Piranha Plant camera because it's Hori's made little Piranha Plant that's got the camera inside
Very
it.
cute.
But it's only 480p.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah, I wanted that one so bad, and the fact that it was worse, even though the official one is not much better, I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Why would you do this?
The only good thing about that one, though, is that the stem of the plant with the camera in it is detachable from the base, so you could, instead of taking the whole thing away, you could just take that part out and plug it directly into the top of the Switch. That is cool.
Oh, side note.
Yes.
The way that the camera attaches to the Switch 2 is dog
It
shit.
sucks.
It connects to the USB-C port on the top of the Switch. Now, why is that important? It's so that you can be playing in handheld mode and have the camera sitting on a table in front of you. Sure. Aesthetically, it's the worst thing I've ever looked at.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because you would want it to be, I don't want to be plugging it and unplugging it every time I want to use it. I would like it to be plugged into the dock and then just have it be done.
Right,
and then that's that.
But they want you to be able to play it in table mode and game chat with your friends. So they make the worst but most pragmatic decision to make it stick out of not the center of the top of your console, but slightly off sides.
Yeah.
Like a big, thick, black hair. Like as if your Switch is a face and it has one hair.
A Pikmin.
Yeah.
Almost.
Fucking ugly as shit.
An ugly Pikmin.
I don't know. I love
Kind of
this. I
impossible
love
to
the
think about.
software.
They're all kind of ugly.
I
Think the Pikmin are cute?
think they're,
Kind of weird looking.
I guess they're bug adjacent, aren't they?
Yeah. I guess they're cute. I don't know.
I don't
They're
like
cuter than the little Splatoon freaks.
Captain Olimar's not cute.
Who's that? The
main Pikmin guy.
I don't know any of them. I just
Why
know
are you trying to drop Pikmin on me if you don't fucking know the game?
I know what the little guys look like, and I know that they're Pikmin. That's all I need to know.
I don't like the way Pikmin look because it looks like they're being squeezed out of a tube.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's not my. I don't like it.
What's his name?
Captain Olimar.
I gotta get into Pikmin.
What if you'd like Pikmin? I never really clicked with any of those games. I was so hyped for the original Pikmin because I was like, oh my God, a new Miyamoto design. This is going to be fucking incredible. This is going to be like a Mario or Zelda tier franchise. And then you mess around with it. Like, oh no, he just got really into gardening and made a weird like RTS, you know? It's fine.
I probably won't investigate. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah.
But now I know one other character. Pikmin and this other guy.
Captain Olimar.
Captain Olimar.
Mario backwards.
He's a fucking genius. That's amazing.
Anything else to say about the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour?
It sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just a bummer of a thing. But I do enjoy it. Is the thing.
I give it a big thumbs down because is there anyone outside of people like us who were like
Sickos.
Yeah, exactly. like true freaks. Who are into curiosities. You could like as someone buys a Switch 2 and is like because a lot of casual gamers are gonna buy this hardware. You know, like hey, does someone like Sam is like, oh, maybe we'll get a Switch 2. There's no reason to say like, hey Sam, go get you know what? You want to learn about your Switch 2? You want to learn how the internal hardware is working? Go ahead and pick up the welcome tour.
Yeah.
That would not make any sense for him to spend his money and time on that.
I mean, even though that the other point of comparison, the main point of comparison is Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
I don't like, and obviously, like that's like I think that's a recommendable experience, right?
Everyone should play Astro's Play. You get a PlayStation 5, it's like the first thing you should do. Boot that up and run around. Have a great time.
There is, to your point, there is no reason to be like, oh, you got to Switch 2? You got to check out Welcome Tour.
Yes, yeah.
There's no reason to do it. But like, if you're going to Switch 2, my first recommendation is just play a fucking video game. Play any game you want.
Yeah, you probably got the bundle with Mario Kart. Just play Mario Kart.
I'm not trying to be contrarian here. I really think this game was made exclusively for me. I don't know anybody else. Like, here's what I would say.
Yeah.
If you knew me and I got the Switch 2,
yeah,
then you should tell me you've got to get Welcome Tour.
No, yeah. I mean, also, like, I am going to finish it also.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to 100% it, but I want to see it all the way.
If Nintendo releases a USB towelette, I'm going to get it. And it'll be like, yeah, it heats it up slightly to make it easier to clean your screen. I am the target demo for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the target demo for Welcome Tour. In 20 years, it will be like the 3DS Louvre tour.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Where it's like, what was happening here? What series of decisions were made in order to make it that the audio tour at the Louvre for a decade, you had to carry around a 3DS?
Right.
You know what would give this game a lot more? I would give this game a lot more grace if, like, if any of the characters were just walking around, or like you could talk to them and they tell you. If Kirby's
that would be fun.
Kirby's telling you
populate
about,
it with some Nintendo IP instead of all these like generic looking clones.
Yeah. Kirby's telling you about the refresh rate of the screen or whatever.
Yes.
Link is telling you all about the LAN port.
Instead of this feeling like a mix between a train terminal and purgatory. Like, have some fun within it. I have a screen cap here from the second Magnetic Connector Insights quiz. The question is, I wonder if either of you will get this one. What happens to the SL, SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 controllers when they're attached to the Nintendo Switch 2 console? A, they become easier to press. B, they harden. C, they stick out a bit. D, they sink down a bit.
They stick out a bit.
Yeah, I know it's that they stick out a bit.
I'm sorry, the answer is E, who gives a shit?
But also, somehow that information's in our brain now, Matt.
I know this stuff now.
I know this about the Switch.
Your great uncle's name exiting.
North Dakota. I think I know where it is. No, the Switch 2 works on the CEC protocol in order to activate your 4K television. I know it.
Well, should we do a segment real quick?
Let's do a segment.
Let's do a segment.
We're already here, basically.
Yeah, might as well.
Since we all played through a bit of the game, I have compiled some of the quiz questions from the various quizzes throughout the game to see how much of the information you retained. I'll read the question. You have to tell me the answer. Buzz in with your answer. And all of these in the game are multiple choice. I only have the correct answers in front of me.
Some of the joke answers in those multiple choices were charming. It would be like, what's inside of the D-pad on the Switch 2? And one of the answers would be like, mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
fun.
How do you get such and such thing to do such and such thing? Ask it nicely.
Yeah.
So just buzz in with your name. I don't have the multiple choice answers. So these are just
So these
basically
are open-ended.
Open-ended.
This is going to be tricky.
See if you can just, because here's the thing. We made a big deal about the quizzes.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy. The quizzes
Sure.
they're there's usually one correct seeming answer and the other ones are dumb bullshit like it's mayonnaise or whatever. Here we go. This first question. How does the weight used for the HD Rumble 2 feature move?
Heather,
Heather.
side to side.
Okay, Heather gets a point. What does the gyroscope allow you to do with the Joy-Con 2 mouse controls?
What does the gyroscope allow? Heather,
Heather.
it allows you to both move it on the surface, but also turn and twist it.
I'll give you that. You can rotate what you grab with the mouse is the correct answer. Heather has 2. Here's the next question. Still anybody's game. Where are the magnets that keep the Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the Switch 2 console located?
Wiger.
Nick.
Mayonnaise.
That is correct.
Heather,
Heather.
under the, it's like the SL and SR buttons. No?
That is incorrect.
Wow.
That is the magnetic plate.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the question enough.
The magnets are in the console.
Oh, right.
And the button itself is the thing that is
steel.
magnetized
The buttons
to it.
are steel.
Yes.
And the magnets are in the console.
Okay. Here's the next one. What is it about the box that houses the speakers inside of the Nintendo Switch 2 console that helps it produce sound as accurately as possible?
Heather. So this could be one of 2 answers.
Mhm.
It's either that the direction of the piping from the box is faced at a downward angle,
Mhm.
or it is that the box itself is padded. Because both of those things help it reduce.
Both of those things are true. The correct answer is it's tightly sealed on all sides but the front. But I will give you that because you said you mentioned the padding.
Nick, are you having fun?
Was that correct though? Was she right?
No, it's got like a little tube out of the front, and then the rest of it is
Tightly sealed on all sides but the front.
Yeah.
I guess you don't get the point.
What the fuck?
You still have 2. Or I guess you have, you still have 2.
Listener, debate that on Discord.
It didn't seem like Nick cared about the game. Now that I'm giving out points willy-nilly, it seems like he's interested in it all of a sudden.
He just wants me to lose the thing that I'm having fun with.
No.
The aluminum alloy used in the Switch 2 stand is roughly as light and robust as which other material?
Oh, I don't.
Wiger.
Yes,
Titanium.
that is incorrect.
It is as
So pissed
light
off.
and as what?
And robust as which other material?
Heather. Spider silk.
The correct answer is extra super duralumin.
Of course.
A thing I had been thinking had been top of mind always until, right before this. I always thinking about extra super duralumin.
I love the idea that we're going to get a Nintendo takedown for doing the quiz on the fucking
giving
podcast.
the answers away. Yeah. What is
It's equivalent to the material that comprises Wolverine's bones.
what is the purpose of the Switch 2 game card's distinct shape?
Heather, it is so that the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 cartridges can be determined by the Switch 2.
The console uses it to determine the type of game card. That is correct.
Wow.
3 on the board for Heather. The chip in the Switch 2.
How many more of these are there?
I got a few all from the beginning. We don't have to do that anymore.
Nick hates this. He gave the game a thumbs down. And now you're making
Making
him
him
play
play it. The chip in the Switch 2 console, I'm just also like, these are funny to read to me.
Yes.
Because they sound insane.
They
They're
do.
like, they're so weird.
It's a game.
What
a delightful piece of software. Remember Mario 64?
Yeah. The chip in the Switch 2 console that's designed to make voices easier for you to hear removes sound from the speakers to avoid which phenomenon?
Wiger, the Doppler effect.
That's incorrect.
Heather, feedback.
It is feedback.
Feedback.
That's kind of like if you know audio.
Yeah,
I
sure.
know, I was going to guess one, but I would have been wrong, actually.
Yeah. Sam should have run right in there with that one. Okay. I'll skip ahead to this one. Okay. How have the L and R buttons been modified to make them satisfying no matter where you press them?
Heather, they're longer now.
That's not the correct answer I have in front of me.
Okay.
Wiger. I'll say they have a beveled underside.
That's not it either. The answer will shock you. 2 shafts have been added. That one stood out to me when I was playing it because, I'll be honest, the phrase 2 shafts made me laugh.
Holding my Switch 2 now. Oh, yeah, I can feel the extra shaft.
Yeah. Previous Switch only had
The shafts
one.
really make a difference.
Yeah. And finally, what do the magnets held within the HD Rumble 2 parts contain a lot of?
What do the magnets contain a lot of?
Yeah.
What?
No, go ahead.
Wiger. Magnet juice.
You were so satisfied when you said that. Magnet juice.
What is
incorrect.
the question? What's it?
What do the magnets held within the HD Rumble 2 parts contain a lot of?
I think it's polarity. It's like multiple poles in conjunction.
Yeah, it's the answer is north and south poles. So Heather, you win the game.
Wow.
Yay.
I did find that interesting. I thought it was just one magnet. It's a magnet with multiple
Yeah.
poles.
I didn't know you could do that with a magnet.
Look, we're still trying to figure out how they work, aren't we?
That's this week's Get Played. Our producers are Rochelle Chen, Ranchyard _ Sards. Special thanks to Sam Rogich sitting in. Sam, any Guck news?
Records coming out in August. Keep your eyes out there for that.
Wow.
Nice.
Check that out. Our
yeah.
music was by Ben Prunty, benpruntymusic.com. Our art is by Deck Brigade Design, deckbrigade.com. Get Played merch at kinshipgoods.com. And check out Get Animate, our sister show on Patreon. Matt, what are we watching this week?
We're watching Gurren Lagann, and we're almost Gurren Lagann, aren't we?
Oh, it's almost Gurren Lagann.
Oh, I'm going to miss it.
Patreon.com/getplayed.
I think this is a rare week where we're the ones that got played, actually. This is a tough week for us. We took a big L with having this experience.
I think the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware got played very well. and I know more about it than I ever assumed I would.
That was a HeadGum podcast.
Hi, I'm Alana Hope Levinson,
And I'm Dan O'Sullivan.
and this is The Outfit, the new podcast from Higher Ground and HeadGum.
We're 2 journalists who are slightly obsessed with the mob and organized crime and other nefarious stuff like that.
Every week, we're going to bring you a story about a mobster. Some you've heard of, some you definitely haven't, but all of them are going to help explain why America is like this.
See, the mob explains all sorts of things, from milk expiration dates to why we got into Cuba to Las Vegas.
Gay bars,
Who knew?
Who knew?
The mob's involved.
all that and more. Subscribe to The Outfit wherever you get your podcasts and watch video episodes on YouTube. New episodes every Thursday.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kyle Mooney.
And what's up, everybody? I'm Beck Bennett.
And man, we got something to tell you.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do.
Yes, it's a brand new podcast on HeadGum.
That's right. And it's called What's Our Podcast?
Yep, and that's because we don't have a single idea what our podcast should be about.
Yeah, we don't. So we actually have guests come on and they tell us what they think our podcast should be about, and then we try it.
Yep, guests like Mark Maron, Jack Black, Brittany Broski, Kate Berlan, Bobby Moynihan,
Meg Stalter and Tim Balls.
Landon Axler,
Joni McGrease.
Reese, and Dender.
And Dender. New episodes release every Wednesday. So subscribe to What's Our Podcast
On YouTube or any of your favorite podcast platforms.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do it right now.